Yeah, so this has long been a complicated issue and something that's been really hard to prove. The topic of gerrymandering, drawing political districts based on party affiliation, has long been a point of contention. This term, the justices will review a congressional redistricting map that was made by South Carolina's Republican legislature last year. Now, some believe the map was created with bad intentions to purposefully limit the voting power of racial minorities. According to the creator of the map, it was intentionally done so to make the districts more Republican leaning, and gerrymandering based on party affiliation is legal. However, the NAACP challenged the map, saying it was not just party affiliation that was targeted, but race as well. Last year, a district court sided with the NAACP, saying they found race was a primary motivating factor, and 30,000 black voters were moved from their usual home district. Now the Supreme Court will review the case.
The Fifth Circuit would say, yeah, that was enough. Your boundaries have created racial discrimination, and the party affiliation and the population densities really don't matter because you had done the race-based discrimination.
Now the question is it possible to prove the difference between political affiliation and potential discrimination? Well, legal expert Bob Sewell says this decision on whether or not race was considered could have an impact on the upcoming election. Coming up at 7:30, the Supreme Court is also considering a case that could ban the abortion pill. I'll have everything you need to know.
All right. Sarah, thank you.